Hi Geminis, welcome to my channel. My name is Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. If nothing resonates, check back next time I look at your moon and your rising signs, okay? So this is a new week, new readings. We're shifting the beginning of this reading just a little bit to bring us back into connection with nature. That is what was really pulled towards this week to help you guys dig a little bit deeper, since we are all really homebound a lot with this winter weather that we're going through. So we're going to start with my fairy deck. So fairies, if you could connect to the Gemini energy for me, please, and bring two messages, that would be wonderful. We have attitude. Yeah. And discovery. Oh, beautifully. I love this deck. This deck is gorgeous. It's even more beautiful in person, in my opinion. Okay, so what we're gonna do, or what I will do, I don't know why I keep saying we, because I'm the only person here, but you know my guides are here too. So I'm actually gonna read from the book to get an exact message for you, okay? So you got the very first card, which is interesting because we're in the first month. And then we have 15, which is, what, Saturday? Saturday's the 15th. Okay, so attitude. Keyword is attitude. Easy. All right, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing because obviously it's really long, so we'll just kind of get the gist of it, okay? So if you have drawn the attitude card, you can be sure there's a message here for you. Take a close look at the way you interact with others. Stand up for your rights and your ideals, but also honor other people's positions. What appears obvious to you may not be so obvious to another person. Go deep within and ask yourself, what is it that I need to observe within myself? We can choose to act or react to any situation. Do you fly off the handle when confronted with difficult lesson? Or do you take a deep breath, center yourself, and consider what would be the best course of action? It is important to listen to the inner voice that knows that spirit wants the best for you. Just ask for help and remember that every problem comes with its own solution. Your own inner self will be glad to whisper the solution to you. Sometimes it comes in words or thoughts of insight. Other times it comes as a message that urges you to have faith that the universe is moving energy around you in order to manifest the perfect outcome. This is an exercise this is an exercise in trust and fate. Interesting. Okay. So then let's go to discovery, number 15. All right, so keyword potential. This one's a little bit shorter. I may read the whole thing. I don't know. This one says, this is a time to open your eyes and examine what is really in your world. Is it of your liking? Is your view of reality encompassing all that it can? It is time to open up your unlimited potential, delve into life, and discover all that is there for your asking. Step out of your comfort zone and try something new. Start a hobby. What is it that you have always wanted to do but have put on the back burner? It's time to do it. Get involved with others. Join a group or a club. Take a class in something that sparks your interest. That's really funny. I'm going to stop reading that because I know where this is going. And I know we're in a really funky time when it comes to doing hobbies and stuff, so I'm going to say, if you decide to discover more layers of yourself at this time, check your attitude at the door. That's all I got to say, because especially if you're going to start like taking classes of some sort or trainings online, you have to remember that not everybody learns the same. And some people, and I've actually learned this myself as well, is that some people literally need to ask the question even though the answer has just been said, to hear it again. You know, that's just the way people are, and I find it funny because I used to be that way, and then I cleared out my PTSD, which was short-circuiting my memory, and now I do better. So yeah, check your attitude when you're discovering, and it's not just about discovering different new hobbies and stuff. It's also about discovering yourself. You know, it's like you discover something new about yourself that you're not too fond of, or maybe you're like, oh my gosh, that's really something that I like about myself. Okay, well, just make sure that you understand the lesson behind it. Why did it happen? Or why is it coming forward now? What's the message behind it? And just be observant. Be kind to yourself, especially if it's something that holds you back a little bit. I'll be quite honest, I don't know when the next full moon is, but I'm going to say there's some sort of discovery for you happening for some of you during the next moon. As you can see, there's a moon there. Okay. Moving forward, let's grab a spirit animal or two for Geminis, please. Which spirit animals need to come forward? Told you, we're connecting with nature this week. I'm going to take that one. That one went sideways. Owl, magic, so cool. Another sign got that this week. I can't remember which one. I'd actually like two for Gemini, please. There it is. Someone else got that one. I think Aries got the ram, and then who was yesterday? I think Leo or Sagittarius got owl. Okay, so we have owl, magic. This is beautiful because this definitely ties into this. You're discovering parts of yourself that you never really... Oh, now I get it. Okay, so you are discovering as you release the... how do I want to put this? The confines of... I don't even know if that's a word. The constraints of our upbringings and realize that it was full of shit and it's not who you really are. Your belief systems are changing. Your point of views are changing. You're discovering who you really are. She's discovering her beauty, her essence, her connection to nature. And what's happening is your ego is this attitude. So as you can see, there's definitely like an attitude type of, like there's attitude here between the fairy and the dragon, which I find hysterical. But it's trying to reprogram your brain or your ego and pride to not give you attitude about new things about yourself that you're finally recognizing, and you were told that was not okay. As a child growing up, I wasn't allowed to be outspoken. I wasn't allowed to be loud. I wasn't allowed to run around. I wasn't even allowed to stick out my tongue to the camera. I got in trouble for that as a kid. Like, I became this quiet, innocent people pleaser, and I fucking hated it because it wasn't really me. Anyways, so if you relate, you relate. If not, hopefully you get the gist of that message. So owl magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for the better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So maybe for a lot of you, your gifts were looked down upon, and you're discovering that now you don't have to give them the satisfaction of not allowing you to use your gifts, right? So be proud of that. Look at how proud she is to be who she is, to discover who she really is, okay? And then to add to this beautiful message, we have Ram, perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. Absolutely. The more you open yourself up to what your true potential is, what your true gifts are, when you check your attitude at the door and just accept you for who you are and bring people in who accept you for who you are, things start moving forward for you. You start, good things start happening to you. You find confidence, you find power within yourself, etc. So the last card that I want to bring into the beginning of this reading is this deck called Magic of You, Unlock Your Hidden Truth. So I'd like to unlock a hidden truth of Gemini, please. This card is also very beautiful for this deck. Thank you. Ooh, we got Translucence. Love the darkness. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Maximus. How can you feed others when your own table is empty? It's about protecting your energy for sure, especially when you're coming into your gifts. Definitely create that protection aura around you. Call in Archangel Michael if you're having issues with people draining you, okay? that's just a side message. I'm not going to pull that card out. So the card here is translucence. Okay, so we have a crow, I'm going to assume. That's half crow, half horse. There's a woman on the back, and then there's a forest in the back. Love the darkness. So I'm actually going to grab the book for this one as well. So we get straightforward answer. Also, this number is 33. 33. Please look that number up. Trying to move as fast as I can through this. There we go. Okay, so it says, it's time to enter the underworld. You have been existing on a superficial plane for too long, and a balance is required. Be like the goddess Persephone, who descended to the underworld. In the patriarchal myth, it is said she was stolen by Hades, but this is not true. In parentheses, it says a goddess that powerful would never be stolen. In a matriarchal society, she would have been described as entering willingly and then deciding to have Hades as her partner. Ain't that the truth? The Maiden of Translucence has her eyes closed, like the Fool of the traditional tarot deck. This is a card signifying the beginning of life's next magical adventure. She is letting go, and her winged bird steed is preparing to plunge into the cracked earth opening up before them. The forest branches beckon, come this way. When the translucent appears, it is also time to redefine your own parameters. Protect your sanctuary and willingly take the journey into the unknown inner verse of you. Feathers are shedding, the hand is beckoning. Take the journey. This card is saying it's time to fall in love with the darkness. Yeah. And that's the thing, is that it's not really, I mean, is it truly darkness? Yes. Is it really going to hurt you? No. It's just part of who you are. Now, on the flip side of that, this darkness for some of you is just the fact that you've been pushing down your gifts because you were raised in a household where thinking outside the box is not something for you. So, of course, going into the darkness is going to scare you. If you have trauma in your past, of course, the darkness is going to scare you, but your gifts will protect you. Your guides will protect you. They're telling you you can overcome this. You can rise up through your mountaintop. You just have to check your attitude at the door. All right, so we're moving into regular tarot. We are going to look at current energies, future energies, what's going on internally, externally around you, etc., etc. And I think I straightened out my cards yesterday, and I didn't mess them up again, so heads up. Not that they need to be, but sometimes they flip out in reverse on their own. So. Okay, so can I get current energies for Gemini, please? Thank you. 9 of Cups. Oops. Cards want to come out, but they're not coming. There it is. 8 of Swords. There we go. Knight of Wands. All right, future energies, please. Ooh, okay. That's the Ace of Cups in reverse. I'll get it in a second. 4 of Swords. And the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, overall energy, we have the 3 of Wands. All right, give me 1 second. Let me grab that card that fell. So, interestingly enough, the 3 of Swords, I mean, it could be, so the number 3, so here we go, we're connecting the 3s, we have 333 on the table. Definitely look that up if that's not a number resonates with you, if you feel called to reach out to it. So to me, this card talks about 3 opportunities, and you're ready. You're just ready to go. You're ready to learn this lesson. You don't think you're going to need the 3 tries, but anyways, you're standing at the edge and you're ready to dive in. Ready to dive into the pool of emotions, into your subconscious, with everything you got. Okay, so with the current energies, we have the 9 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. You're realizing what could truly make you happy, right? You want that satisfaction, you want happiness, you want joy. But you're kind of feeling powerless right now, stuck. You feel trapped. There could be somebody around you that wants you to release yourself or that will help you open yourself up. Could be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. But this is also the energy of wanting to take risks. So it's almost like there's a part of you that wants to take that risk. You could have fire in your chart, and you want to take that leap of faith on yourself. Absolutely. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my cards are doing, where they're going, moving them around for room. Okay, so let's clarify here. Something's holding you back from taking this next step in your life. Whoa. We're not taking all those. We'll take these. Yeah, you're ready for your love of your life, but something from your past, something that's a gaping open wound is holding you back from taking that risk. The risk of love, the risk of happiness. Wow, King of Swords. Only you can save yourself from this. Only you can allow yourself to move forward. You're blocking yourself. It's almost like you talk yourself out of it sometimes, and that's what keeps you back. Also, again, it could be the attitude of this old wound that's coercing you into not letting go as well. Future energies, we have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the 4 of Swords and the Strength card. So it's almost like so you healed the wound, but you're blocked. You're not ready for love. You're kind of just like, I'm still healing, I'm still resting, I'm still regaining my strength. This is not the time to open myself up to things that may fulfill me or bring joy. So you're kind of like, you're just closed off. That's the gist of it, okay? And that's okay, because this wound, we don't know what this wound really means. This wound could be talking about an old flame at the same time. You could have been like, hey, I want to be with this person's going to make me happy. Then they hurt you, and now you're trying to heal yourself by taking the risk of becoming who you're really meant to be instead of whoever they wanted you to be. See the 2 of Swords. Yeah, you don't really know what direction you want to go next, right? So you're kind of like, it's almost like you end up in this in-between place, right? Where you're moving forward, but you're still trying to heal from a lot of things. Yeah, you're kind of holding on to certain things that still make you feel good about yourself, maybe some old habits that are hard to let go of, that, mend that broken piece of yourself. But you're finding the strength and understanding that Spirit is trying to communicate with you to manifest more for yourself, to manifest a better life, to manifest a connection here, right? Finding the strength to overcome these obstacles is what is really a big lesson for you Geminis right now, okay? So let's ask the spirits of darkness and light divination deck to come forward to bring specific messages. Yeah, this is definitely a major karmic lesson to not let your past energies, especially with this attitude card, because with attitude, where pain is, there is attitude, there's sarcasm, there's retaliation, right? There's, if you touch my wound, I'm going to metaphorically punch you in the gut with words. And let me tell you, air signs, and I will say specifically Geminis because I am one, we're very good at defending ourselves. So this is definitely an ending of a cycle of a very temporary, should have been temporary, and it will be temporary. There's this energy of wanting to resurrect your true essence, your true soul, your true energy, and spirit is helping you work through this with the spirit of wind, activity, movement, and disruption. Yeah. Spirit is trying to get you out of your comfort zone. Okay. All right, let's close off this reading. Final messages for my Geminis, please, Spirit. Guides, collective, whoever is listening here, what are your final messages to close out this reading? Whoa. Okay, so first off, I already told you signs and synchronicities. There's a 333 here, and then there's 115, so the 15th, which is Saturday. Definitely keep an eye out for that day. Your dreams are speaking to you, especially if you had any dreams the last few days. So today's Wednesday, the 12th. So the last couple of days, if your dreams were more clear, definitely write them down if you remember them still. Could have been related to a mother wound, something happened in the past, or maybe a message via something your mom did or didn't do when you were a child. That could be the wound. Absolutely. Our mothers are our first relationship, our first connection. If there's no connection there, if there's no love or unconditional love and nurturing, it can change a person. Trust me, I know. I didn't really get that from my own mother. So anything else from Spirit, please? Take a break from social media. Ground in nature. See, we connected with nature. This card almost comes out every time. Okay. Yeah, you're at a crossroads. This could be a big crossroads for a lot of you. This could be a moment of where you finally figure out what your purpose is, what your journey is really about. That is all that, balance out your chakras. And last card, wisdom. So there's going to be a lot of, you're going to gain a lot of wisdom. This is a deep spiritual awakening for some of you. You're going to gain a lot of wisdom, not only about yourself, but the people around you and the journey that you are on, as well as future steps that you will be taking. So definitely make sure you're journaling a lot. You're really understanding the process and the highs and lows of it all. Okay? All right, Geminis, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.